Oh, hey, I'm glad you're here. I was just working on my latest project, but I'm not having a lot of success. I thought it could be fun to make a big wreath to hang up on the studio door, but I think I've made the wreath so big that I don't think I have enough supplies I like to cover it. Can I be honest? I kind of just feel hopeless. I want to give up. There's no way this is going to look like I imagined it. Have you ever felt hopeless? Maybe you got frustrated that something wasn't working out like you wanted, or you just stopped believing something would get better. You know, when I start feeling frustrated and hopeless, I turn to God's Word, the Bible. The Bible is God's true message to us about Himself. That means everything in here is true. God gave us the Bible to help us know more about Him and to give us hope and remember who we really are because of who He is. There's a story over in the book of John, in the second part of the Bible, that talks about light and darkness. John was writing about God's Son, Jesus. John was saying that the light, Jesus, had come and that it was going to give people hope. Hope is that feeling you get when you trust something good will happen. I sure could use some of that hope right now. Let's check it out together. The light of the world has come. In the beginning, the Word was already there. The Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was with God in the beginning, and everything was made through Him. Nothing that has ever been made was made without Him. Life was in Him, and that life was the light for all people. The light of Jesus shines in the darkness, but the darkness has not overcome the light. Okay, let's back up. There is a lot going on here, and it's easy to get confused. John was using words that meant one thing on the surface, like the Word, and light, and the life, to try to teach us something important about God and Jesus. Let's take a closer look. In the beginning was the Word. That's Jesus. John was saying that Jesus has always been with God, even from the very beginning of creation, because Jesus is God. Jesus came to earth as a baby to give life and hope to all people. John said that in Jesus there is life, and that life is light for all people. In other words, Jesus came to give light, aka hope. The light, or hope, of Jesus shines in the darkness, in moments when we feel pain, or sadness, or hopelessness. And the darkness does not overcome the light. The light, Jesus, is always stronger. Okay, let's get back to the story. There was a man sent from God named John. John came to be a witness about that light, so that everyone might believe in Jesus. John was not the light, the one people were looking for, but he came to tell everyone about the light. Jesus is the true light that gives light to everyone coming into the world. The light, Jesus, was in the world, and the world was made through Him. But the world did not recognize Him. His own people did not receive Him. But to everyone who did receive Him, He gave them the right to be children of God, to those who believe in His name. Jesus, the Word, became flesh, a human being, and made His home among us. We have seen His glory, the glory of the one and only Son from the Father, full of grace and truth. John was sent by God to point people to the light, Jesus. Jesus is the light of the world. That means Jesus is the one who brings hope when we feel hopeless. We can have hope because God is with us. God sent Jesus for us to be our light, our hope, and make a way for us to have life with God, a relationship with Him. Let me read this verse from a few chapters later in the book of John, from John chapter 8, verse 12. This is what Jesus says about Himself. I am the light of the world. Anyone who follows me will never walk in the darkness, but will have the light of life. Talk about hopeful. Jesus taught that anyone who believes in Him never has to walk in darkness, because Jesus came to give life, life forever with God. Because of Jesus, anyone who believes in Him can have a new hope, a new life and a new identity through Jesus. So the next time you feel hopeless, alone, or maybe like you want to give up, remember, Jesus is the light of the world. He is your hope, no matter what else is going on around you. He is with you, and you are never alone. I think that was a reminder I needed not to lose hope on this wreath project. I'm going to give this project another go. Maybe I have extra supplies in the craft closet. I'll see you later.